Welcome back, guys. Today we're finally going to see all of the shitboxes with all the boys and all of the retard shit that we have.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
All right, this is Melvin. He's in the lawnmower racing video.
Kind of.
But yeah, just for the brief time we actually had screen time for that.
So that was probably the worst video we've ever filmed.
Because it's the first video we've ever filmed.
And the worst.
All right, who are you, Melvin?
I'm Melvin. I'm the clown.
He's the clown. He is also the owner of the CRV, the green CRV you'll see. He also has a Hardbody and a Fit. A few other various pieces of shit.
Yeah, we got quite a few shit boxes.
Yes, sir.
It's all a good collection. As you can see, as you will see throughout the course of this X-minute long video.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and start looking at the shit boxes. And we are the owners of all of the shit boxes that you will see. Some of us have more cars than others. We're gonna go ahead and start with a car we all own, which is our 318 Ti piece of shit drift car. Basically, it's just gonna be a starter missile car. There we go. Much better. There we go.
So you gotta get the M3 bumper.
Should have a stock bumper on there.
Parker, what are you doing? I'm just gonna run it over anyways.
This is our already destroyed bumper that is now even more broken.
I had one good fog light, but now it's not even there.
Oh, there's half the lights are missing. But this thing we picked up on the other side of the state for
$400.
Yep, $400. And
Me and Parker.
it has 375,000 miles on it.
Yep.
So,
And we welded the diff, and it has
beating the fuck out of it.
It has the air filter delete mod. It had the oil filter delete mod for a while too. We got the M3 bumper and M3 wheels.
You'll catch the miles.
I can't, I gotta have the key.
So
But yeah, it does have 375,000 miles on it. I'll show a picture.
supposedly
right
the highest mileage one in existence, but
Yep. So that's the E36, and now we can move on to.
So of course we got clown truck here. 93 Nissan Hardbody. Probably the best vehicle Nissan's ever made. Right? With the Yeet-em-up being close second. No. There's not really too much going on with it now. I just got it this past June, but and it's got LED taillights, which were already on it when I bought it. As you can see, we got this really nice chrome whip on the wheels.
Oh, it just adds the touch it needs.
It's pretty OG. And, you know, we got the rusted thing here. But, you know, in typical Nissan fashion, cracked ass door panel. We got a really nice, you know, retro dash carpet with a nice retro dash or cracked dash.
With the coveted tachometer.
Yeah, the tachometer, you know. I'm at Nissan Revs. Speedometer doesn't work either. So it's all just kind of a guess as you go. But I've got some nice aluminum door panels at home that'll go on someday. Who knows? I got some nice chromies for the wheels someday. It'll get lowered sometime this next spring, but time will tell what happens then.
Then it has the mega buckles.
Yeah, 3 slots is the hotter grill. Other than the stupid, it's over there. There's no slots. It's round.
Garbage OEM hood.
Yeah, see, we like lines. We don't like curves.
No. So now we move on to an absolute classic.
The Honda.
This absolute piece of shit.
Yep. Oh, the hood latch doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I bought this when I was like 19. I didn't know anything about cars, and this was the first car that I bought to get me like kind of into cars. I wanted a manual so I could learn manual. So I bought this on Craigslist for $280. And the guy was drunk driving and hit a light pole and drove it from Saugatuck to Holland, which most people probably don't know where that is, but that's like 20 miles or so, probably, with no coolant in the engine at all. No. So overheated, you know, stuck the thermostat. I didn't know this at the time, but so I put a radiator in it, pulled the front end out. There's still a lot of front end damage, as you can see down in there. But
yeah, it's been damaged.
So yeah, I just put a radiator on it and drove it. Q radiator strapped to front of car picture.
Yes.
Now it's got the right radiator. And then that engine developed the first engine blew the head gasket, and then the second engine developed a knock. That was the green engine, as you can see by the currently green transmission. So this is engine number 3, which knocks on startup, but we're not worried about that.
No,
we'll still start up and red line out.
This engine came out of the shit soul in the backyard. You'll see in the back of the woods. But
yeah, I mean, she's gutted, caged, track car, you know. Caged.
Caged
you want to start up, bro? You want to start up?
Oh, definitely do a startup so we can hear what this Weller eBay can sound like.
I always forget how bad it sounds.
Oh yeah, it's probably the best vehicle currently on the road right now.
That's right.
I don't think there's anything that can really out-top this. So I used to have sick wheels on it and Lambo doors, and that stuff got all taken off, and I think the Lambo doors are going to go on something else, which you'll see later.
Yes.
I just thought of that the other day.
So then we also have the Dan van.
Oh, that's me again.
This is the Dan van.
The Dan van, also known as the Dirty Van, the Swaggin' Wagon. Yep, she's pretty mint. This is a grid life camping vehicle. That's where we got the graffiti. I threw a mattress in the back and slept in it. It was very nice. Of course, we got emergency hot dog forks, because you never know when you're going to need a hot dog fork. So I'm ready for any campfire at any time. Hold on.
Great for
Sometimes she's kind of a bugger to get back in there. There we go. You just got to stab into the inside trim pieces. Yeah, it's currently now the name of it is not Town & Country anymore. It is a Turbo Dodge 4x4 all-wheel drive Country Ram 2500 Spirit.
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's the full name of the vehicle. It's what you got to call it. It's got V6 Magnum, V8 Magnum, V6 out of a Honda. It's also a 300M and a V6 3.0 liter. Yep, you got 1,000 miles on it. Yeah. So it's been in the family since '05, and you know, like they say in the South, keep it in the family.
Yeah, so you know, you got the whole CRV tired lineup here, but
Oh yeah, we got them all.
probably the more hot boy one. But as you can see, we just got stupid options, you know. 8th gen Civic HFP wheels, paint matched SE bumpers, the body moldings, Nerf bars. We got the clown wig and stuff in there. Don't worry about that.
occasion.
The most important piece is the JDM hazard switch button. Don't forget that. But you know, we got a nice OE CRV stickers. You know, we got a stupid license plate because it's slow and it looks like a box. JDM parking mirror. Clear tails. I really have nothing done to it other than it being lowered and just rear options here and there. So, I mean, that's all it is. It's a CRV. There's nothing performance oriented really to it. And maybe someday I want to do a VTEC head with it, put some stiffer sway bars in it, kind of follow this route but not entirely, because you know, he's a track car, maybe I'll just autocross it here and there, but time will see where this one goes. I'm focused on the hardbody right now, but we'll see what happens.
So yeah.
This is my CRV, which you've seen in the other videos. This is strictly going to be a track car. It started out just as a normal daily that I was using to off-road, but I ended up wanting to actually track one of these because there's only a couple people that do them. So I went over some of the options in the previous video. Anki wheel, or Evo Ankis, and then RE71Rs. Fortune Auto coilovers all the way around. It's got an Adoko 19mm rear sway bar back here with True Heart camber kit, True Heart lower control arms, Beaks bar, legit Beaks bar. legit beach bike. It's got, you know, some stock options like the Nerf bars all the way around, stock wing, hard spare tire cover. Interior is, of course, completely gutted. There's still a driver's seat, but this will be replaced with a legit seat instead of a stock steering seat because it's terrible. So, that is this. This third CRV retard, which is Zach with this steaming pile of shit. Zach, tell us about your steaming pile of shit.
This is my 2000 Honda CRV 5-speed manual. This has been my daily for about 2 years now.
Yes.
I bought it for $450. Had a burnt exhaust valve, and it ran like garbage. No drive shaft. Upper control arms were dead. Lower ball joints were dead. Everything was dead on this thing. I went through. I put a whole bunch of parts into it just to make it a good, reliable daily. Threw a drive shaft in it that I pulled from the junkyard, which is no longer in it now because it decided to just completely implode on itself. Probably didn't help the way I drove it, but
No.
I beat the hell out of it. It burns about a quart of oil every 100 miles. Or
It
two.
drinks beer.
1 or 2.
Oh, it does drink beer.
Oh, yes, it loves to drink beer.
Yeah, it's quite rotted. It is a Michigan car through and through.
Yep. It's an EX. We got this beautiful Krylon paint job on it because it used to be a green one like Melvo's.
Done by, it's actually done professionally by Rockford Painting.
Yes, Rockford Painting.
Located at blank, blank, blank.
Why should it be a Rockford Painting? Beautiful stock wing, thanks to Melvo finding that at a junkyard. And then it's got China, I think Amazon exhaust? Either Amazon or eBay stock replacement exhaust.
Yes.
And it's got Jeep Wrangler wheels, thanks donation from Alex. I bought Alex's old Godspeed coilovers and threw them on there, so it's nice and low to the ground. I've got True Heart camber arms, and I just daily the fuck out of this thing. It's a piece of shit, and I beat the shit out of it.
2001 Lexus IS 300. I drove a little ways to get this for very, very cheap. It runs and drives. Previous owner somehow dailied it. It's just a yard thrash car. I want to get it to the point where it will pass tech at a drift event so I can use it as a missile instead of messing up my good drift car.
Only has rear brakes.
It does?
You couldn't do a burnout in it?
Oh yeah. All four wheels are mismatched. It has a welded diff. Previous owner somehow daily drove it. Interior's half gutted. It has eBay headers because the cats were clogged. We rattle canned it property line purple on the 4th of July in the front yard.
Stock color.
Yep. And we got rid of the postal
part.
Jeep lights because we all hate postal Jeep lights.
Just you. I hear you. I hear you, Proxo.
And it has 10K UU painted on the back because people were butthurt that I was destroying a perfectly good car when I bought this thing, even though it's screwed and the previous owner drifted it into a pole. But
Still 10K car, more or less.
yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I don't plan on it ever being nice, just beat on it until it's dead and then pull the engine, sell it, and scrap it because I have other cars to build. This is my daily. It's a 2006 Mazda 3 that I got with pretty much everything screwed for very cheap. I blew up the 2.3 in it pretty shortly after I bought it and swapped in a 2.5 out of a 2012 Ford Fusion with the help of mostly Zach. I don't really have any plans for this thing to be anything crazy. The trans is missing third. It's got lowering springs in the front. It's on RX-8 wheels. It's got factory HIDs that I put in and factory LED taillights. I've got a speed 3 wing for it. Other than that, it's just a daily.
This is my 2003 Honda Civic Si. This is my daily driver and autocross car. When I got it, it was like completely stock. Now it's got K-Sport coilovers, Type R rear sway bar, subframe brace, Beaks bar. I had to do a lot of modification to the tie rods and stuff in the front end to make them work. I got rear camber arms for camber adjustment. HFP wheels off a Honda Fit. I guess I'll show you the engine bay.
The party.
You laugh, Melvin, but you're playing. No, the previous owner did powder coat the valve cover, which is nice. So, just installed Hassport mounts on the sides and then the back one. It's kind of nice, but I mean, you know. Yeah, well, it's yeah, it's just a daily autocross car. Oh yeah, then we got the can on the back.
His favorite thing in the entire world.
I want to murder it. When it comes off, I'm smelting it down back to an ingot and sending it to space. It does not deserve to be on this planet. It's the worst sounding thing in the world. It's got 1320 headers on it, so I had to put a whole exhaust on it. So I got this for now, and then I'm gonna get something else later.
Not even that bad, but
It's pretty bad.
And Zach's Dorito boy.
Dorito machine.
So Zach, tell us about the Dorito machine.
Well, it's probably the cheapest you can get a working Dorito machine for. $1,500. I love to flip alternator belts. Probably just because I love redlining it. It's got the vacuum line delete. It's got some stock NA wheels on it. I got some Turbo 2s though for it that have been painted the best color you paint wheels, black. Apparently. Flippies work. Tachometer works when it feels like. It's got the nice quality Mako paint job. Picked it up when I was living down in the south, so the paint is all nice and destroyed. Oh yeah. It's a Dorito machine.
It is. And
oh, it's an S5, so it makes decent horsepower. And I was told when it was rebuilt, probably 15,000 miles ago, it had a street port done on it. I'm pretty sure it's stock, but.
And then of course, you can't forget the wedge.
It's got the best taillights too.
The wedge.
This is my 1988 Ford Festiva LX. First car I bought when I moved down to the south for $600. It ran like crap because somebody rebuilt the carburetor and they must not have done something right because it just never ran right. I was able to smooth it out by adjusting the mixture and at least be able to drive it. Then I got tired of 25 horsepower, so I did the Efi Conversion on it, which is just pulling all the Efi stuff out of a 90s Model 1 and putting it in there. And made a whopping 63 horsepower, maybe. Don't know, don't have dyno numbers, so. But it was slow, very, very slow. And I got really tired of being slow because it spent so much time being slow that I figured I needed to make some power. So I went to the junkyard and pulled a 1.8 liter out of a Mazda Protege, single jingle. But we're not fancy enough for double overhead, for double overhead cam. So made lots of torque and 103 horsepower, and this thing yeets now.
And then the Mustang.
$200 Mustang. What a machine.
Yes.
Got all that modular V8 horsepower, thanks to Ty. He spent a lot of money on that rear axle, only to find out that it was bent. And he was tired of fucking with it, so I decided to take it off his hands.
Yeah, you guys haven't met Ty yet, but he's quite the character. Yeah, this is his old car, so.
And this is my 2000 Honda Insight, which has been my daily. When I got it, the batteries didn't work, and I refreshed them. So they're the original batteries. It's got just over 300, it's almost to 340,000 miles. But everything works perfectly fine. Cats are starting to go, but that's about it.
here's Clown Car Daily. 2010 Fit Sport, because fuck a base model. Nothing really too fancy. It's just got a bunch of stupid parts here and there. JDM switch, hazard switch, clear red plastic. Wakes up at night, probably my favorite part. So our friend Danny had a Fit, so he told us his, so I got a bunch of good parts off his. You got some JDM tails. He's got some nice Recaro door panels, which are nice. All 4 doors. Nothing too crazy. I just put a bunch of OE options and floor mats and stuff in it. Nothing wild, but she'll be a nice looking daily soon. Front end's kind of screwed up, as you can see, but she's rust free and clean.
Most wild car within the entire fleet.
This is my 1986 Honda Crx. It was automatic, carbureted. Once again, Efi conversion. You couldn't get an well, you could get an EFI EW, but I didn't want an EFI EW engine. I wanted a DC, since parts are widely, vastly everywhere for those things. So I got a Z6 under the hood, and whatever D-Series trans I could find at the junkyard at the time. I threw Eagle H-beam rods, King race bearings, Fair 5000 valves at it, $500 eBay Turbonetics turbocharger, and I put it on EFI. It's making about 200 at the wheels right now on wastegate pressure. I got to hook up the boost control module because I hooked it up wrong on dyno day, so it wasn't running right, or I couldn't get it up any higher than wastegate pressure.
Can I pop the hood?
I guess so. I want to see the mess under the hood. We got the screamer pipe.
Yes.
Why would you have a car without a screamer pipe? It's turbo. We got the lawnmower battery, because you can't fit a Honda battery in here because of this. And, I was desperate on autocross day to get this thing out there. D16, as I said. Got the big tube going out of the turbo. This thing has been an adventure.
Oh, it has been.
Getting it going good enough to drive, so.
And right now it's on the Del Sol wheels with RS4s for the autocross.
Yep.
So. Yeah, it's a real treat. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. We're going to do a separate video of all the cars that don't run, which is quite a lot. I'm surprised. But yeah, go ahead and tune in next time. Subscribe and like and share the video. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
The fucking clown. This is Melvin. I don't think he's been in any of the other videos, but